Okay. Lesson 1.4 notes. We're going to do solving some basic equations. Okay, nothing too fancy here. One thing, and I know MathXL does not encourage you to write work down, but one thing I also want to talk about is, okay, how we show the steps. As we look at example A, x plus 4 equals negative 12. Don't tell me the answer yet. Tell me what's the step I take to solve x plus 4 equals negative 12. Justin?
You subtract 4 to both sides of the equal sign.
Okay, good. You subtract 4 to both sides of the equal sign. Because it says x plus 4, we're going to do the opposite, and we're going to subtract 4. If I subtract 4 on the left,
You have to subtract 4.
we subtract 4 on the right. That's old news, yes?
Yeah.
You've been doing that. You did that in Algebra 1. We're reviewing it. You would have done that in pre-algebra even before. So, now the idea, carry down the x. 4 minus 4 is 0. And then what is negative 12 minus 4?
Negative 16.
Negative 16. Did you see how I showed my step? Please, when it comes quiz time, test time, be in that habit of putting in that little minus 4 somewhere so you can show your step. Okay? I get it. Some of you, if you guys are like, if I had done a MathXL, I wouldn't waste my time writing it down. I get it. I understand that. But you have to know how to show the step. Okay, what about B? 12B equals 18. How am I going to solve that for B? Lorna? Yeah. It's 12 times B. So to get B by itself, we're going to do the opposite and divide. If I divide the left by 12, divide the right by 12. Now, 12B divided by 12.
B.
The 12's cancel into 1, and so it's 1B. What about 18 divided by 12?
6 repeating. 0.6666.
You're upside down.
Oh, let's do 18.
It's 1.5.
Okay. He says 1.5. 0.6 repeating is you divide it upside down. Now, what if MathXL says, yeah, I don't want a decimal?
It's 1 and 1.
Okay. Now, MathXL is not going to like 1 and 1/2 either. They're not going to want a mixed number.
3 over 2.
3 over 2. Now, here's what I would say. 18 divided by 12.
Yeah.
First of all, you can think of that as 18 twelfths. Keep in mind, 18 twelfths just isn't reduced. Yes, you put in the calculator, 18 divided by 12, you are getting 1.5. That's equivalent. I'm not going to argue that. But I'm thinking fractions. What do 18 and 12 both divide by so I can reduce? So 18 divided by 6 is 3. 12 divided by 6 is 2.
So B equals
And I have 3 halves. Now, I'm not saying MathXL won't let you put in 1.5, but in case they won't, 3 halves. Okay? Let's try C. Negative 3/4 y equals 6. There's multiple different ways we could talk about solving this one.
3 over 1. Yeah.
Okay, so if we see it as negative 3/4 times y, what's the opposite of multiplying?
Dividing.
Divide. So some of you are saying divide by negative 3/4. And I agree. Okay. Okay. And so the more official way I'm going to put it down is to multiply by the reciprocal. And yes, that brings up, you could go decimals here. Okay. You could, some of you are thinking, oh, 3/4 is 0.75. I can enter that on my calculator better. So I'm going to do 6 divided by negative 0.75. And that works nicely for you as long as it comes out a whole number answer. If it comes out a fraction or a decimal, it's not going to be as nice, is it? Because if it comes out decimal, you have to be able to put it in your calculator. So let me just review the technique. When we have a fraction here, we can multiply by the reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of negative 3/4? And still negative. So negative 4/3 is what I'm going to encourage you to do. Okay, and here's my deal, or here's my reasoning. More difficult problems, the reciprocal works better. Okay, I get it. There were other options here. But if we multiply by the reciprocal, the idea is 4 on top cancels with 4 on bottom. 3 on top cancels with 3 on bottom. A negative times a negative is a positive. On the right, 6 as a fraction. What is 6? 6 over 1. And then, now, some of you are just going to multiply on me. And you're going to tell me negative 24 over 3.
Yes.
Okay. Which reduces, right, to negative 8.
Yes.
I personally am a cross-canceler. I think that's a lost skill that not a lot of people like to cross-cancel anymore. But I personally, so I don't have to do as big a multiplication, 3 and 6 both divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then 2 times negative 4 is what I have left, which is
Negative 8.
negative 8.
It allowed you to do the 7.5 and you still get negative 8.
Yes. Yeah, if you had done 6 divided by negative 0.75, your calculator would still tell you negative 8. So that's why I say in this case, it's okay. But I'm showing you these steps because not all the problems come out with nice, neat, cool numbers, do they? It'd be nice if they did, but they don't. Okay, let's practice some multi-step equations here. What is the solution? Negative 27 plus 6y equals 3 times y minus 3. Okay, guys. Think back.
You got it.
What is step 1?
Distribute.
Distribute, right? You have those parentheses that we basically want to get rid of. So we're going to distribute. I'm going to distribute that 3 to both pieces. So negative 27 plus 6y, I just carried down. Okay? On the right, when I distribute the 3, what is 3 times y minus 3?
3y minus 9.
3y minus 9. So you see those parentheses. Make sure you distribute. Okay. What's the direction we can take next?
You can combine your y's.
Okay. He says combine the y's. What do you mean here?
Like your 6y and your 3y can combine together.
Okay. So how specifically? I'm okay with the idea of putting our y's together because we want to get our y's together. Okay.
I forget.
Okay, so the deal is, at this point, we want to start thinking, okay, I want to get my variables, so my y's, to one side. I want to get my constants, my numbers, to the other side. So, if we go with that idea, how do you move a positive 3y? You do the opposite. The opposite of a positive 3y is to subtract 3y. If I subtract 3y on the right, subtract 3y on the left. If I carry the negative 27 down as is, what is 6y minus 3y? 3y. On the right, 3y minus 3y cancels. I have negative 9. So now I succeeded in that I have all my y's, my variables on the left. What else needs to happen?
You add 27 to both sides.
Okay. Once you have all of your letters or variables on one side, you want your numbers or constants on the other side. If I already have my y's on the left, to move that negative 27, if it's a negative 27, how do we get that to become 0? add 27. If I add 27 on the left,
You get a number.
add 27 on the right. Negative 27 plus 27
Cancels.
cancels. I have 3y.
Equals whatever.
Negative 9 plus 27. 18. Am I done?
Divided by 3.
No. Not done until I have y equals. So to get y by itself, if it's 3 times y,
Divide by 3.
divide by 3. 3y divided by 3, the 3's cancel. 18 divided by 3,
6.
y is 6. Okay. I don't make you go back and check your answers. However, here's my question. How can you check your answer?
Put 6 and down.
Okay, take that 6 that we just got and plug it back into the original equation for y. Right? Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
So when in a situation you have to check, that's good to remember.
When in doubt, check and find out.
Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about B. I'm debating what I can skip over because my original plan was to get through this lesson today. I'm going to be a little behind. Okay. B. What is step 1 again? There's parentheses, so we're going to distribute. In the first parenthesis, we're distributing a 3. What is 3 times 2x minus 1? Good, I heard it out there. 6x minus 3. Negative 2, right?
Yeah.
So when I distribute that, that's going to change all my signs. Negative 2 times 3x. Negative 6x. Negative 2 times 4.
Negative 8.
Minus 8. Still equals 11x. Okay, we'll consider that a prank call. I think it was Mrs. Fernung pranking me. Okay. What do you notice? Bless you. Yeah. If you start cleaning up terms on the left side, 6x minus 6x. Those are going to cancel to be 0x, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. And then we also have a,
Negative 3 and negative 8.
what is negative 3? 2 negatives. We add them and keep the sign. So negative 11. This problem actually worked out simpler than it looked, right?
And x.
How do I solve for x?
Divide by 11.
If it's 11 times x, divide by 11. And
X equals negative 1.
x equals negative 1. Okay. Look down real quick with me at problem 4, skipping over problem 3. I believe you have some, if I recall, like this in homework, that they want to know, are these equations always true? So if you end up with a true statement like 5 equals 5, are they sometimes true? So you get a solution that involves an x, or are they never true? Where you get in a situation like 3 equals 4. Okay. What do I need to do to figure this type of problem out? Yeah, you need to work on cleaning up both sides and seeing what happens. Okay. So on this left, what cleans up here on the left? 11 minus 7 is 4, and we have a 3x. So I have a 3x plus 4. On the right, 6x minus 3x cleans up to be 3x plus 5. If I was trying to solve this, play like you're going to solve this, how would I get my x's together?
You would minus 3.
It's a positive 3x. We're going to subtract 3x. Look at what happens here. You end up, the 3x's cancel on both sides. Does 4 equal 5?
No.
No. So what are we going to say about this one? Is it always, sometimes, or never true?
Never.
This one is never true. Okay, guys. Bell's getting ready to ring on me. I covered that section briefly. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how you guys are going to be. The back side, the one thing I didn't talk about is writing like a formula. So here's what I'm saying. Do the homework like it's due tomorrow. We'll talk at the beginning of class if we still have some serious questions, and I'll decide what to do from there, okay? Attempt the homework like normal homework. I'll clear up issues tomorrow since we didn't get totally through the lesson. Everyone got it?
Yeah.
I think it's doable. It's not, it's a lot of old review, really, so. And if I'm totally misguessing my game, then,
As
again.
long as it's in Spanish, I probably can.
So, okay, so lesson 1.4 in Math Excel, try it for tomorrow.